welcome back to my channel. So this is the beginning of the Court of Mist and Fury reading vlog, okay? This is gonna be my first time reading A Court of Mist and Fury and I'm so excited. Now if you saw the first reading vlog for A Court of Thorn and Roses, which if you haven't, I will link it up above and down below in case you want to watch it. I would recommend you do. I didn't expect very much from the first book, but it blew me away. Okay, but now, because I'm starting the second book today, I have so many expectations, like too many maybe. People just say that it's amazing and that it's truly the best book in the series. I'm really excited to read it. I'm really excited to get started. I'm gonna annotate this one as well. I'm excited to see what happens. By the way, if you're not already, go ahead and click subscribe. Check out my other content if you want to. Talk about spooky shit most of the time, but sometimes we also talk about fairy porn. We're just well-rounded here on Jordaline Reads. We're very well-rounded. By the way, I am reading this with my Patreons on Patreon. If you want to join us in reading this series, you can always join the Patreon. There's always a link in the description. The lowest tier is $3. The book club tier is $5. I love spending time with them. It's like a little click, and I live, I laugh, and I love, okay? We also do reading sprints over there and stuff too. Anyway, if you want to join, go ahead and join. If you don't want to join, then don't join. I want to talk about my predictions for this book because I have a few predictions. I have a few ideas about what might happen. So I'm predicting that Feyre and Rysand are gonna fuck. My other prediction is that Feyre is going to become a lot more powerful, like more powerful maybe than other people. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything. I have a prediction that I think she's going to become like really fucking powerful, more powerful than anybody could have ever like thought or like dreamed of. I think this book is going to have Tamlin maybe take a back seat. That's the vibe I get because I don't think most people really like Tamlin that much. Like he's fine. Like I said in my other video, he's a very good like picket fence, safe option, you know? But I think most people prefer the daddy, which is Rysand or Rysand. And I think, and I know that there's gonna be more sex and more backs being blown out. If you know what I mean. Ew. So excited, dude. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go because I have homework to do. And I'm also really fucking hungry. I just filmed my April TBR and I didn't bring up anything to drink and I didn't eat anything and I'm starving and my roommate is gonna bring me home a frappuccino, so God bless. Have a bunch of stuff to both write and then hand in, so I'm gonna go do that. So I think I'm actually gonna start this book later on tonight, so but yay, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to start this vlog. I'm so excited to start this process. I hope it's amazing. Hi. How's it going? So it's the next day, obviously. I started this book. I started it and I got like 30 pages in. By the way, I look insane. Ignore that. Today is the kind of day where I stay in my pajamas and I don't care. So I got 35 pages in and there was already a sex scene. And it wasn't like a fade to black moment. It's not like super, super explicit, but you definitely know what the fuck's going on. Like she doesn't try to beat around the bush, pun intended. Very confused as to why certain characters haven't like been like, we made a deal, stick to the deal. You know what I mean? Like certain characters are like, they haven't been heard of or seen. So I'm like, what the fuck's up with that? What the fuck is that? And then other characters have things, have engagements, and I'm like, are you gonna go through with it? In my head, you can't go through with it. And then I'm also, and it's again, this is 35 pages in, so like all of my theories are shit. Kind of suspicious of one person already. I'm already like, do you have ulterior motives? So far, I love it. It's been 35 pages and I'm already like, yeah, this is great. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see where everything goes. I have a live show at 4 with the patrons to discuss our book club pick. And then I think I'm going to continue to edit my April TBR. And then tonight, because it's Saturday, is fucking movie night, bitch. It's fucking Steven, Lauren, and Jordan movie night. Vaseline Steve is coming over, and I'm hoping I can sneak some Vaseline into his bag, or maybe even break into his car. Sounds illegal, and it is, but shh. Don't say anything. There's a lot of stuff going on and I have a lot of stuff to do. So I don't think I'm gonna have time to read during the day, which is like the story of my fucking life. But I'm not gonna have time to read, but I'm gonna continue on with this probably tonight. So yeah, that's my plan for today. I hope everyone is striving and fucking thriving, bitch. Yeah, I'll see you soon. I'll see you soon. Hello. So I woke up about an hour ago. I had the idea that I might read because I have a meeting with a few of my classmates in about an hour at this point now. After my meeting with my classmates for my assignment, I have like a 2-hour gap, and then I have a live show with my patrons for the smut club. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll read before the meeting and then also between the meeting and the patron meeting. My plan basically for today up until probably about 5 o'clock in the PM, and then tomorrow I have a presentation. Then I have 2 papers that I have due on the 5th, the next day after that, but I've already written the papers. I just need to go through them and edit them and then hand them in, and then I'm done basically for the semester in terms of like assignments, which is so exciting. You know, like that feeling when like you're just like bogged down, like wading through the thick fucking mud. You can see dry, clear land at the end of it, and so you're just wading through slowly, but you're getting fucking through. And that's how I feel with these like last few days of the semester. I just feel like I'm just like slowly trudging through this like gelatinous fucking liquid, but I can see the end point. I can see the part where it gets better. But in terms of updates about fucking Court of Mist and Fury, I did not see myself becoming a Reese stand, you know, like it wasn't in the cards, you know, but now it is. Last night I closed the book at page 68. I was really tired. I had like taken like a melatonin, and then I started reading, and then shit started to kick in, and I was like, let me just finish this chapter and like, you know, conk the fuck out. There was a wedding. That wedding was interrupted. I think I'm a Reese stan over Tamlin. And like, if you haven't read the first book or any of them, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But I think I like Reese over Tamlin. The beginning in the first book, when he was introduced, I was like, fuck this guy. He's like totally a douchebag. But now he's starting to seem better. Like he seems to understand more than Tamlin does, because Feyre is going through all of this shit. Her mental health is literally in the shitter, okay? She has like fucking PTSD type shit. And Tamlin and everyone else in that fucking court is like, it's fine, you're fine, everything's fine. But like, Rhysand seems to somehow understand that, maybe because he's like here, you know what I mean? And also slowly going into here. And there's nothing like somebody who can see that you're in pain and can like support you with it, you know what I mean? And that's, I think, what Rhysand is trying to do. And then also he's gonna try to like teach her how to fucking read. Which, first of all, why the fuck has nobody else tried to help her fucking read? That seems fucking nuts to me. The fact that it's been 3 fucking months since the end of the first book and no one was like, you know what, maybe we should teach this bitch how to be literate. And like, nobody thought that, which is insane. Anyway, I'm kind of a restan. I'm hoping and I'm praying for a love triangle. I'm hoping and praying for some like sexy moments with Rhysand. I'm really into it. I'm really into him. To be honest, fuck Tamlin. Tamlin seems to be happy doing the bare fucking minimum when it comes to his relationship with Feyre. The whole Rhysand and Feyre thing is kind of like an enemies to lovers, and I kind of love that. I ordered more transparent sticky notes because I was laying that shit down. I was like, that's the other thing, actually. Let's talk about this. My patrons were talking about how they like write in their books, and I was like, what? And like, a lot of people in our group chat were like, yeah, this is like what I do, and this is like what I use and everything like that. And I was like, what the Is everybody just like writing in their books and I just didn't know? Like, I thought we were all like in 2008 booktube, where like booktubers were like, clutch my pearls and, you know, whatever. Apparently we're in like a new age where people just like, you know, write in their books and highlight in them, which is crazy to me. Crazy to me. Because like, what happens if you want to resell it, or what happens if you want to give it away, or what happens if you don't like it? Like, I don't know. I might try it because I'm interested to see how it would feel, because I imagine it would feel bad at first, but there might be some kind of like freedom to it. I've also seen like Mickey do it, and I don't know why it didn't click then that like this was like a thing that people do now, you know? I don't know. Anyway, I'm really, really, really enjoying this. Resand for life. I think I might read a few pages. I might do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll see you soon. Hi, it's about 1 a.m. right now. Today has been a good day, I would say. I had a lot of fun. Earlier in the evening, I was with the patrons. We were doing a live show. We decided that every Sunday is going to be Sprint Sunday, and we're all just going to take a day, and it's going to be a day where I go live for the patrons, and we just sprint for hours and hours and hours. We just spend like a whole lazy Sunday. This is the kind of vibe that I've wanted. I wanted to have some kind of schedule for reading sprints for the Patreon, because I wanted it to be sort of like structured, so I'm really happy with that. I spent probably a good maybe 2 hours or so reading with the Patreon, and I read a good chunk. I'm about 150 pages in, and holy fuck, it's gotten crazy. Last time we spoke, I was leaning more towards Reese, and now I'm fully team Reese. Like Tamlin? Ew, we don't even know her. Tam who? Tamlin is literally trash. Like, he's literally abusive, and Reese is our sensitive king. I'm loving where it's going so far. It's not going where I expected it to go, but I'm so glad. I was expecting it to go down a route where the main sort of lead would, stay with like the abuser, stay with like the fucked up situation, and like try to rationalize it in her mind. But no, they were starting to have like sort of like that fog lift, like the descriptions that she has, and like the change to her physicality. It feels a lot like depression, feels a lot like PTSD, and it feels as though those things are being like lifted, and I love it. Oh my god, dude, I love it so much. I can't even, like, what else am I gonna say? Because I don't want to give anything away. I don't want to spoil anything. The fact that this has gone this way, like, I didn't expect it. I was confused because at the end of Court of Thorn and Roses, things are seemingly going a certain way. You know what I mean? So I was like, where's like, where is the morality? Where is the ethicality in this? You know, like, how is she going to perhaps end up in a love triangle? But now it's all making sense. It's all coming together. I'm gonna keep reading it tonight. My roommate gave me some of her like prescription melatonin, and so I'm waiting for that to kick in. But in the meantime, I'm gonna keep reading this bad boy, loving every single fucking moment of it. So tomorrow I have a presentation, which my part in is mostly gonna take probably the most of like 2 minutes. After that, I have to hand in like 1 or 2 things, and then I might edit the papers that I mentioned earlier. Maybe I'll also like clean my shelves because they feel like chaos, but like not in a quirky fun way, but like a bitch, what the fuck are you doing kind of way, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, they're not aesthetically setting with me well. A few people said that they liked the sort of organization and cleanings like parts of my last vlog, so I might do it again. That's my check-in. I honestly just say that I'm like so jealous of girls who can like wear day-old makeup, wear smudged eyeliner, have smudged mascara from, you know, like the night before because they were partying and they were drunk and they went to bed and they didn't take off their makeup, and then they wake up and everything is like perfect. I look like a sleep-deprived panda. I had my presentation, which was one of the last assignments I had. This is a Court of Mist and Fury. She's getting there. I haven't read any of it today yet. The more I read, the more I am absolutely in love with Rhysand and Feyre, like together. I'm like obsessed with them as like a couple. I also think it's really, really interesting that things can change so much depending on perspective. Do you know what I mean? Like the first book, Feyre was within Tamlin's world, and so of course Rhysand is going to seem like the bad guy because she's living with like goody two shoes fucking Tamlin. Go to Rhysand's perspective in this book and it's like the complete fucking opposite. Like I think it's really, really interesting. Loving Feyre's character development. I think she's blossoming more and more as the story goes. Literally, I got so excited when her and Rhysand, they had to like hold hands. Like, oh my God. Like she just kept talking about like all this lore and like world building and character development. But all I could think about was just like, oh my God, their hands are touching. They're touching hands. I fucking love it, dude. I love it so much. He's so hot. She's so hot. Like, the fact that he like supports her and like everything. I'm excited to keep reading it. I think that's what I'm gonna do for the next maybe like hour or so. I have literally nothing going on. I've got nothing to do. Hello. I just got out of the shower, I did my skincare, and now I'm going to do my makeup. I'm not going to show the whole process, I just want to talk about Court of Mist and Fury. So, like I said, I'm about halfway through the book. I'm not very far at all. I forgot to bring my mirror. Fuck. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm about 300 pages in, I'm about halfway, and holy shit, dude. Things are getting like a little bit spicy, like a little bit hot. There hasn't been any sex scenes like since the beginning of the book. There's certainly been like tension, and I think I mentioned that in like one of my last clips. Feyre and Rhysand were like holding hands. I was literally dying. I love them so much more than I liked Tamlin and Feyre. Like Tamlin and Feyre were cute. I stand it. I feel like Sarah J Maas could have had anybody be the love interest in that book, and it would be like, and you would still be like, yes, work. But there's something about Feyre and Rhysand that is just, I don't even know, just beautiful. Their chemistry is amazing, and his flirtation style is like very much like out there, and I live like, I love it. Now, in terms of plot that isn't just romance, things are moving along and we're learning a lot of stuff about who Feyre is now. I kind of love where it's going. I love seeing who she's becoming, and not only that, but like she's gaining so much just independence and strength. I made a note yesterday while I was reading, like in the book, basically being like, this book is about female, about feminine, about women's rage. Like the book is Feyre turning her sadness into anger, and it's gorgeous. It's so nice to see especially within this genre, not that I'm like a fucking expert, but like in other fantasy books that I've read, the girl love interest, the girl protagonist just willfully ignores the red fucking flags and all of her suitors, you know? And Feyre's not doing that. Feyre's calling it out, like, as she fucking sees it. And I literally fucking live. Yesterday when I was reading, when I realized that the book was like about female fucking rage, I was like, literally, I stand. I live, I laugh, I love. Like, I'm fully enjoying myself. I'm excited. Like, literally, there's still 300 fucking pages to go. So, like, I've read 300 pages and there's still half the book to go. Like, what else can fucking happen? I mean, I'm hoping one thing will happen. But what other sort of, like, revelations are we gonna make? Like, not only that, but I'm also wondering, like, if there are gonna be certain characters showing up. Because if they do, that's, like, so dramatic. And I literally love it. Basically, just as an update to my life, I'm gonna be filming today, and then I also have to edit 2 papers that are due today. So I'm also gonna be doing that. I think I'm gonna do that after I finish filming because I only have, like I said, so much time before my roommate gets home. She's going for a massage after she's done work, so I have some time. I think I'm gonna do orange. Let's just go crazy. Do I want to do a dark look? Do I want to like put like a dark color on the lid? Typically I go for like a clean lid and then like, you know, heavy shadow in the crease because I have a hooded lids, but do I want to do that? I think I might. Also thinking, which is never a good sign for me, that I really want to take this channel really fucking seriously. I had this thought this morning when I was getting up that if I really want this to like succeed, if I really want this to become like something that I do, I need to treat it like something that I do. Do you know what I mean? Like, that might not make sense. Does this look okay? I think I need to blend these two together a bit more. I need to, you know, commit full-time hours to it. Do you know what I mean? And I haven't been doing that, mostly because of school, because I've had no time. So because like I just hadn't come to that realization. And when I came to it this morning, I was like, holy fucking shit, of course. Like, it makes sense. Like, that just makes sense. So I'm going to be producing a shit ton more content. I'm going to be producing like so much more stuff, both on this channel and then also on my Patreon. I kind of love that. It's kind of giving you smoky. It's clearly, of course, not done, but not only on this channel, but also on Patreon. I want to go fucking full force, especially since like I have like the next like 4 to 5 months off of school. And I also don't have a job because I've been doing school full time. So I think moving forward, I want to post at least 2 to 3 times a week. That's my goal, at least. I kind of live for this. I kind of love it. I want it to be a bit more winged out. But anyway, this isn't like this is a makeup tutorial. No. This is just a place for me to talk. But anyway, so that's my goal. Let me know what you think. Also, let me know down below if you have any content. I keep moving away from the mic. Let me know if you have any ideas, or if you want to see any content from me specifically. Like, if you want to see me do something, please let me know in the comments, because this is not a dictatorship, bitch. This is like a democratic system. You can let me know what you want to see. Because I'm always open to suggestions, both for YouTube and Patreon, of course. Okay, that's literally stunning. Anyway, I'm literally living for this. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna listen to the audiobook for Mist and Fury. I'll see you later. Hello. I wanted to do a little check-in. It's the end of the night. It's like 1 a.m. But I wanted to check in before I took off my makeup because my makeup looks really good. I listened to the audiobook when I was doing my makeup, like I said, and I'm about 387 pages in. Yes. So I have about 200-ish pages left to go. I think I have about 5 to 6 hours left of the audiobook. So I think I should be done either tonight or tomorrow, probably tomorrow. And then I'll finish the book. Bitch, if these fucking people don't start fucking, if these people do not start like kissing, I'm going to riot. Like, there's so much sexual and like romantic chemistry, and I don't know how much of it I can take, but at the same time, I kind of love it. At the same time, I'm like still living. After I finished filming and after I was just like hanging out, I like started annotating the parts of the book that like stuck out to me while I was just listening to the audiobook. And I like wrote a note, wrote like a little thing that said like, I want them to like fuck, but at the same time I don't want them to. I just love the tease. I just love the slow simmering of it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's just like, oh my God, just get to it already. Just get to it. Like, I don't know. There's so much like political intrigue. Is that the right kind of word? There's like intrigue in it, you know? I'm like wondering if people are going to show up still. 100% still here for Feyre's character development. Just like overcoming. And I'm so in it. Like, I'm invested. I love a rageful, angry woman. Like, that's my favorite fucking thing, and I'm living for it. I love it so much. Anyway, I'm going to continue reading it tonight, but first I'm going to take off my makeup and then I'm going to start reading. I'm so invested though. Oh my God, though, this makeup though is just stunning. Like, ignore my hair, it's crazy. Oh, like I'm just like dark. I'm just an emo girl. Anyway, okay. Bye. I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello. It is Wednesday? Last night. I don't know why I started out with the day of the week. Why would you care? Anyway, last night I read up to page 453, which means that I have about 150 to 200-ish pages left of this boy, okay? And I am so into it. Like, I am obsessed with everything. Like, Feyre and Mr. Reese, like they're like this fucking close to fucking. I'm dying. I hope it's not a spoiler. I mean, it's like kind of obvious that they're like romantically, you know, inclined or whatever, that they're going to be romantically inclined. But anyway, I just posted to Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should do that. I was editing my wrap up, and I think now I'm going to finish this book because I think I want this to be the last day of the vlog, because it's been, I think, like 5 or 6 days at this point, and I want and I want to edit this video. I'm just gonna sit down and fucking power through and just finish it, because I think there's like 3 hours left of the audiobook. Like, it's not a lot of time. It's like 3 p.m. right now, and then my roommate is coming home around 7:30, and then we're gonna go to Red Lobster. So I'm really excited for that. Even though I don't eat seafood, I don't like seafood, I hate anything that's like fishy. Like, I think it's literally disgusting. Like crab, lobster, fish, shrimp, none of it. Ew, it's disgusting. I do love the fucking biscuits, dude. The biscuits. But yeah, that's my plan. I'm going to finish this book right now, and then we're gonna go to Red Lobster, and then I'm gonna close it out and let you know my final thoughts and everything on Mist and Fury. This has been a wild fucking ride. It's literally been so fucking wild. I expected to love it, but I didn't expect to be so in love with it. You know what I mean? I expected it to be good in the way that A Court of Thorn and Roses was good, but this is good on like a deeper level. It's good because it has like real substance to it, because there are certain messages in the book being like, you know, portrayed, and I'm living and I'm laughing and I'm loving. Like, I love it so much. This perspective of like female, of feminine rage is something that just like harkens to my heart. I think I really want to exhibit that kind of energy, just like that kind of like bitch vibe, you know what I mean? I love the romance. Oh my god, the romance. And things are getting heavy. Like, they are very much like, they both know what's going on, but neither of them is fucking saying it yet. Not really. But they both know, and they're both flirting, and they're both, you know, teasing the other, but neither of them are like, you know, taking the full leap. I'm also curious to see if somebody's gonna show up. You might know who I'm talking about. I'm curious to see if he's gonna make a fucking appearance, because I have a feeling he's probably going to make an appearance. Also, okay, so Feyre asked Rhys a question about what happened to Tim Tam's fucking family, and then Rhys like talked about their history. Literally, how has nobody brought that up? Like, literally, how in the first book did Tamlin not bring that up? How has Rhysand not brought this up? Like, their history is so fucked up. Like, no wonder they fucking hate each other. Like, what? Anyway, I'm gonna go read. I'll see you soon. Exceedingly upset that fictional men can't be real men. Because listen, I would date men if they were like fictional men, but they're not. I think I'm gonna become like a hermit. I think I'm gonna become one of those like crazy people who like who marries like their car, but instead of like a car, I'm gonna marry just like the idea of a person, and it's gonna be fucking Rhys. It's gonna be fucking Reese. Oh my fucking god. Okay, I just read like the first sex scene. I literally can't. Okay, I'm so excited to continue reading. I haven't gotten very far. I'm only an extra like 20 pages in since I last spoke to you, but a lot has happened. Like a lot has happened. Somebody showed up. There was spiciness. I'm so excited. Anyway, okay. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep reading. Okay, goodbye. Okay, first things first, do not laugh or do not comment on my fucking hair, okay? I know it looks bad. I know I look insane. Like, I like braided my hair. I like French braided my hair while I was reading. And then I took it out to film this clip and it just looks horrible. You know what? Actually, 1 second. I'm gonna put it up because it looks bad. 1 second. Okay, that's better. I can't believe how bad it looked. Anyway, so I just finished A Court of Mist and Fury. Just fucking finished it. And oh my god. Okay, first of all, the last like 100 pages are fucking crazy. Like I knew certain things were gonna happen. I knew like certain things were just like inevitable, but I did not expect things to be so like, I don't know what I expected, to be honest. I'm like literally Reese and Feyre are my ship. Like I can't imagine somebody shipping Feyre with Tamlin after reading this book. Like I can't see it. I don't see it. If you do ship Tamlin with Feyre, please tell me and tell me why, because I can't imagine. I can't imagine doing that. After reading this book, I just can't. The guy is like literally fucking delusional. He's literally fucking nuts. It's hard to say like exactly how I feel. I'm so fucking excited to read the next book because it ends with just so much like what the fuck? Like what the fuck? Oh my god. The ending. I'm so excited to read the next book. I literally can't fucking wait because the next book, listen, Feyre's transformation in this book from like meek girl who doesn't have her own fucking agency to like the end where she's just like this like fucking battle-worn bitch who doesn't give a single flying fuck and will literally burn you and your entire fucking family to the fucking ground. It's everything. Oh my god, I love it so much. It's like who I want to be. I feel like every woman, cis, trans, etc., like wishes for this. Do you know what I mean? Like wishes for the kind of moment, the kind of like metamorphosis where they can look in their enemy's eyes and like truly watch them crumble and become literally nothing. Like that's all I've ever wanted. And so seeing it through like Feyre and seeing Feyre just like fucking kicking ass and changing into this like, I don't give a single flying fuck, I will literally destroy you kind of like vibe, kind of energy, kind of person. It's everything to me. The lead up to like the end, I don't want to say too much, but like there were parts of the ending that were a little bit corny to me. It felt very like forced, very fake. I don't even know how to describe it. It felt, okay, have you ever seen like a bad play? Have you ever been to like a high school play and like the people that they cast weren't like the best choices, like they're not the best actors? There were parts of the ending that felt like that, like I was watching a bad play where people like didn't know how to read their lines. But other than that, like what, like small window, I fucking loved this book so fucking much. And I literally don't even know now like what I want to read. I'm thinking I might start reading Slewfoot because it kind of also gives me that like feminine rage vibe, and I'm really in the mood for that right now, especially after this fucking book. I'm in the mood for it, so I might pick that up. I think I'm gonna edit a little bit. I think I'm gonna put like a little bit of makeup on for Red Lobster. I'm so happy that I finished the book. I cannot wait to read the third book, and I hate myself a little bit for making myself wait, because now I have to wait like 3 fucking weeks to read the third one, because we're only doing 1 book a month for the Patreon. But either way, that was so good. It was so good. Anyway, okay. That's all.